everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the Akai MPC, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. B. Jammin, since birth, wrote in and asked if the MPC is good for time stretching, maybe not time stretching, but pitching up like in a very extreme values. And we'll get into time stretching as well. But yeah, that's something that I just love doing from a sound design perspective is taking sounds from other instruments, like just record a pad or something else, something that's like very evolving and moving, whether it's just through LFOs changing or we get an arpeggiator or something, and just kind of seeing what you get. So to that end, I'm just going to go into the sampler and I'm going to put this on the Waldorf Iridium input and just turn monitoring on. So we get this. One of the things you want to think about, especially if you're doing extreme low pitching, is you want to play something with you tend to want to play with more high-end content than low. So like this, probably pretty good to be pitching down. This, because it's mostly low already, those high frequencies are gone. The more you pitch down, the more you're going to lose. You're taking those low frequencies and they're just going to be imperceptible to you and probably cause a lot of EQ problems when you get into a mix. So you have to EQ them out anyway. But you basically you're going to want some high frequency content so that you can pitch it down and still hear it and figure out what it's doing or kind of hear it. So to that end, I'm just going to record. I'm going to play the higher Waldorf Iridium sound. And this is just like an arpeggiator. I mean, you can do this with all kinds of stuff, but I'm going to let the sound fade out so that we have something kind of natural. Now, a couple of things we can do. I'm going to just show you what you can do with just a normal drum kit to begin with and how you kind of go about maybe sculpting this a little bit. But I'm just going to assign it to pad 1, say keep, and we're going to go to main. I can play it, and when I let go, it's going to keep going. So to fix that, I want to go into track edit. And I'm going to change from one shot. I'm not going to do note off because basically that means when I let go, it starts playing. Not what I want. I want note on. And then when I let go, it stops. But we're missing like that nice tail. So I'm going to go to amp envelope and I'm just going to set the release to somewhere between 70 and 90. Like I want it to be long enough that you can hear it, but not so long that it feels like it goes forever. Not bad. Like 100 might be too much. So maybe like 80-ish. Yeah, that sounds nice. It's enough to work with anyway. So what we can do now is we go back to the global page. I can use semi to adjust semitones up or down. I can go up to 36, which is basically going up 3 octaves. And that's playing what we just recorded 8 times faster because every octave you go up, it doubles in speed. So the first octave is times 2, the second octave is times 4, and then the third octave is times 8. Similarly, if I go semitones to negative 36, we're going to be playing 8 times slower. And you can hear it's pretty extreme, but it's not certainly as extreme as we can get. I mean, like you can get even crazier than what I'm going to show you, but just you can kind of extract or extrapolate what I'm going over here for you. But let's go take this little keyboard icon with a plus and you tap that and it's going to take the sample that was the one that you just had selected and create a key group out of it. And if we go to, we'll go to the notes menu here. So by default, C4, you can hear is playing double speed. It's playing twice as fast. So we must have C3 is the root note right now, which is fine. Good to know. And if I go all the way down to C0, we can hear C3 to C0 is what we were playing before. So it's 8 times slower. We can go lower. And probably the easiest way is if you're in this notes mode and you're in notes, and it's easier to do in chromatic because you can just go to chromatic and just play the lowest note here, which will get you C-1. Still go lower than this though. I'm going to go back to notes mode, back to notes here. And we can go minus here one more time and go to C-2. You're not going to be able to hear this because this is 32 times slower. And we basically lost, if you got headphones on, you might hear it, but we've basically lost all of our high-end content. Like this might sound like a Halloween kind of growl. I can see it moving on the mixer, but it's pretty quiet because it's just so bassy. And the reason the bassy part was that high end content. So like C1, -1 might be a little bit better to hear. But yeah, so we can get kind of extreme. A couple more things we can do though is like let's say you want to be actually to be able to play these as chords. It may sound good or may not, but you want to go back into your global menu. You're going to want to set your key group from mono to probably like poly, like however many notes you want to be able to play. You can go all the way counterclockwise and just set it to full poly, or you can tell it how many notes. Let's just go poly though. So like let's say I want to play these 3 notes together. Unfortunately, because there's rhythmic content, this can get really weird sounding, but like you can find pockets that sound really good. So like this is just playing a chord that are all the same note, and it's basically pitched up. So it's playing 32 times slower, 16 times slower, and 8 times slower. So you're going to hear this more, but you still get like the bed that's more bassier. We can also do like major chord style. You can almost hear like the rhythmic components are gone because they're also kind of all like filling into each other. So this is just hopefully this is enough to kind of show you how you can do some extreme kind of pitching down. Let's go talk about also the previous sample that I was saying like wasn't like a great one, or maybe not the sample, but I'm going to go arm to record with it just being bassier. I just want to show you like what happens if you go even bassier. So like this has a lot of the higher end frequency content is gone. And we'll stop that. I'm going to assign, whoops, let's go back. We want to assign this to drum pad 2, and we'll go keep it. And if we go back to main, let's go back to drum 01. So you can hear it's just lower. It's lower frequency content. It's almost like it's been like kind of filtered, and it's really just because it's playing at a lower note. But if we come in here and go back to track edit, if we go down to like 1 octave, we're playing half speed. It's still like something you can hear. I'd say like -24, we're probably close to what's able to be perceived easily. You can hear at an octave, full octave, 3 octaves lower. It's there, but this is going to be harder to hear than this. So, yeah, I don't know. The engine for pitch shifting on the Akai MPC, I think it works quite incredibly well. Obviously, you can get into like other samplers that will accentuate different parts or introduce different artifacts, but I would say like the Akai MPC, you can certainly do some extreme stretching here using key groups, or even just like the drum kit if you'd like to, and you don't want to get like too complicated. Obviously, really fun to take this stuff, then resample it, or add some effects, bring in some new artifacts, resample it, and just kind of keep doing the process back and forth. You can get some like really fun stuff out of it, and then start layering in like filter gate or other things to like reintroduce rhythmic sounds. So yeah, play around, have fun, and all that. Thanks for the question, BJamin. Everybody else, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.